Welcome to my channel, Freckled Mom. I'm Devin. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, hey! Today I have some summer farmhouse decor to share with you. It's also a collaboration with my friend Lianep from DIY Beauty on Purpose. So let's jump right in.
My mind is filled with pictures of when we used to dance, but now I don't know.
Project number 1. I have 3 books here from the Dollar Tree, and I am painting them in my Rust-Oleum linen white. I give them 2 coats, and I'm going to stack them on top of each other. So I have my hot glue and my 𝚅𝚒𝚍𝚘𝚗𝚜, and I'm just going to lay them on top of each other. I didn't paint the book all the way around because it was in the middle, and no one's going to see it.
It's too late. Now it's too.
I had printed off a saying, "She who plants a garden plants happiness." And I printed it right from my printer, and I wrote on the back of the paper, tracing out the letters, and now I'm going over it with another pencil so it transfers the pencil onto the books. Although it's a little light, so I did have to go over it, and I wrote everything out so I can see where I'm going to be writing. And this is just a Sharpie in gold. Maybe it's copper. I'm not sure. I thought this was going to be a better idea than using paint. And I really like it. It's very light and it doesn't run. And it was quick to dry.
I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of you.
I'm using that 𝚘𝚌𝚘𝚘𝚗𝚜 collage paper that I used on my previous stool project, which I'll put in the description if you haven't seen that. But all you do is lay the Mod Podge down pretty thick, and it actually doesn't even have to be thick, but that's how I did it. And then I just rubbed the paper over it, and then I Mod Podged it again. I didn't let it dry. I just did it while it was fresh, and I do it for just random spots on the books. I thought it was going to be super cute. I thought it would match the saying. And the paper I had gotten from 𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚗, it came with 3 different designs. So I thought this was going to be a perfect design. And now I'm layering it right here on the 3 books. So I take my knife and I just cut it so it looks like it was meant individually for each book, if that makes sense. But I think it came out so cute and super simple. And you don't even have to put the Mod Podge underneath it. Like if you miss a spot, you just have to use a lot of Mod Podge on top of it.
Thinking of you.
And this paper is super thin, so you definitely want to be gentle with your fingers. I felt like I was missing something here, so I did another little flower, and again just cut around the books to make it look like it was meant for each individual book. And I just love this project so much. I think it came out so sweet. I go through and I do Mod Podge on everything. I went heavy on it just to make sure there was going to be no problems.
I missed you so bad.
I do go and hot glue the pages inside just to make sure that nothing moves. But how sweet is this? Oh my goodness. I love that Sharpie with the flowers. I think it is just so perfect. As I said before, this is a collaboration with Lianep from DIY Beauty on Purpose. Her channel is so much fun. She does the cutest projects, and I am totally inspired by her. Make sure you check out her channel and her video when you're done with this video. Let's go on to project number 2. So this was a canister I had gotten from a thrift store, and I spray painted it gray out in my garage thinking I was going to do something else, and then I never did anything with it. So now I am doing something with it, and you're going to see. So cute. I'm just painting it with my chalk paint in linen white. I do 2 coats, and then I have my IOD stamps. And I take a piece of cardstock and I put it on the cardstock, and then I do the stamp, and then I roll it around. That cardstock gives me a little bit more security while I'm going through, I think. If you have a better way of doing it, let me know, but that's how I do it, and it works. Now I'm going through with my baby wipe, and I am just distressing this You guys know me in distressing. I am still getting my hands in there. I'm trying different things, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job. And now I'm just going to throw in some lavender and some eucalyptus. And that's it, guys. That was seriously so simple. And look how pretty this is. Oh, my goodness. That stamp is everything. I love this so much. Thank you to those of you returning. But if you're new, on my channel, I do a lot of DIY gifts and decor, Dollar Tree crafts, and thrift flipping. If you like these kind of videos, please consider subscribing and joining our family. And don't forget to hit the bell so you'll be notified every time I post a new video.
I'm out of time, but I'm still thinking of you.
And project number 3. Now, I spray painted a planter out in my yard, and I used antique white. And now I'm going through with my folk art in aqua, and I'm just going through right on the lip of the planter. I didn't paint inside the planter because I want to use real plants, and I wasn't sure what the plants would do with paint. So if you guys know, let me know in the comments if I could have done that. But here I am, again, using that Tim Holtz paper. So I put down the Mod Podge, and when I cut it, it was kind of long, so I cut it in half, and I thought maybe if I worked in smaller pieces, it would be easier. So once I lay it down, I just smooth it out with my fingers, and then I go through for the second part. Now I'm gonna try to match up the seams here. Let's see if my fingers can do this. I was a little worried, but I got it. And again, I just laid it down, and I started at one part, and then I used my fingers and smoothed out the rest. So that way I would reduce the amount of wrinkles that I had, because this paper is very thin and it does wrinkle pretty easily. And then I do Mod Podge over it after. So now we're going to do the other side. And this time I cut it in 3 different spots, thinking that was going to be a little easier, and it wasn't super hard, but it wasn't super easy either. So it is what it is. And I just lined it up, and I am in love with this paper. The one I used on my earlier project had some color. This one is very muted, and it's just blacks and whites and a little bit of grays. And I thought this would be perfect with the teal, well, aqua. And I just love this so much. I plan on giving this, I got this from my grandmother, and I plan on giving it back to my grandmother now that it's all done up. And I can't wait. I'm going to put some real flowers in it for Mother's Day. I didn't do that yet because I don't want them dying. You guys know I cannot keep plants alive. So for right now, there are some fake flowers in it, holding the spot for when I pick out some real flowers for Mother's Day for my grandma. But I just love this project. I'm peeling off the tape now, and everything came together so sweet. I just love the aqua, and I love that black and white. I think it is just so darling. Like, I'm obsessed. I just love it so much. I can't wait to keep using this paper on like everything. And like I said, there's so many different styles. I have 3 different patterns. Okay, project number 4. So this was a Dollar Tree bag, and I'm going to do a reverse frame. So you remember, we take the canvas off the frame, and I'm cutting it down to use the canvas for after. If you haven't seen my reverse frames before, I do a lot of these. I really enjoy them. I think it's just something a little different, something to use with the canvases that you can get at the dollar store. And again, this was a bag I had saw at the dollar store. I thought it was going to be super cute, super farmhouse. Now I'm going to go through and paint the wood. And I use flag red from Apple Barrel. And then I'm going to dry brush a little bit of Waverly's plaster on it. I thought this would give it a little bit of definition, a little dimension. And I just love it so much. I'm sure there's more than one way of making a reverse canvas, but this is how I do it. I lay out my fabric, and then I hot glue it where I feel like I need it. I don't do it everywhere, just where I feel like I need it for security. And then I lay down that canvas that I had cut out from before, and then I staple it right to the wood. And then I do add a little hanger on the back, not seen here. And I also painted the whole frame, back and front, because I'm going to give this as a gift. And look how sweet that is. Super farmhouse, super adorable, and I am in love with that. So last project, guys. So this is just one of those boxes from the dollar store. I've used these in previous projects, and I think they're super sweet, and they take paint very well. So I use my linen white in this, and then I just have some twine, and I am cutting it, wrapping it around the edges, and cutting off the excess. I'm going to be making a hanging planter. I've never done one of these before. It's a little trial and error here, and I definitely wanted to hot glue it so it wasn't going anywhere. Again, trial and error. I wasn't sure what to do with this. I wanted to make a loop so I could hang this. So I just looped one part of the twine because there's 4 ends of it. And then I made like a little knot around the loop that I made, if that makes sense. And you can kind of see what my fingers are stumbling around here doing. If you have any advice on doing a hanging planter, please let me know in the comments. It came out nice, but I definitely want to make more. And I feel like this might have been a little tedious. So now I take all the ends of the other twine, like I said, there's 4 pieces, and I just wrap it around, I guess to give it like more security, but also to make it cute. And then I just hot glue it whenever I feel like I'm ready to put it down. I have neuropathy, so don't worry about my fingers, but for you guys who don't have neuropathy, definitely put on those little heat protectors and protect your fingers.
I'm thinking of you.
And then I use a little bit of fire and just get off all the little scraggly pieces. I'm sure there's a name for that, but we'll just say that. And now I'm just putting in the flowers. I didn't hot glue them so that way I can change them out for like maybe holidays or different seasons. And I just think these are super cute. Again, thrifted flowers. Look how sweet that is. Oh my goodness. I just love this so much. Down in the comments, let me know what your favorite project was today. This was a collaboration with Lianep from DIY Beauty on Purpose. Her link to her channel and her video is down in the description. Follow me on social media so you can see what I have coming up next for challenges and collaborations. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. I hope you guys are inspired to do some summer decor farmhouse style. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.